Hey, this is Matt once again with the Bets in the video, and this is a paid request for Sean. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. I also do have a Cash App because people have asked about that. And whether it be a movie review or a re-review, a topic, a commentary, a video game playthrough, a let's try, tier list, or ranking, whatever the case, I'll get to as soon as I can. And thanks for people who send them out. I really appreciate it. So Sean wanted me to look into a film called A Fine Madness from 1966, which I think when he wrote this in and sent the request, he mentioned he wasn't big on this either. I don't blame him. It's directed, Irvin Kershner directed it, which is cool. He did The Empire Strikes Back, he did RoboCop 2, and Sean Connery stars, and this is a very young Sean Connery. This is after, I think, Thunderball. I think James Bond had done Goldfinger and From Russia with Love, because even if you watch the trailer, it references those movies. So I think this is right after Thunderball. And Sean Connery plays this guy who's a poet, but he also has this completely violent temper. And really, the whole movie is kind of this one-note violent temper tantrum that he has, which is fun to see at times. Sean Connery being pissed off and being angry, and sometimes get a bit of a smile out of me with some of the insults he gives to people. You puerile, insolent, sniffy snobs. Your tuberculum tested hags. He says all these old ladies while he's trying to read poetry. But it got to a point where that's really it for the movie. And you don't really see any other character, any other emotion, any other depth to Sean Connery's character. And so as you watch, you're going, there's really nothing else to him. There's no redeemable qualities to him. It's not like we hear about this backstory that made him this way, or something about his parents, or moments where he steps out of that, or he's really apologetic, or there's nothing that makes him seem human. It's just this series of tantrums he has throughout it, where when you watch it today, there's some stuff that just seems very... You definitely want to make this film today, I'll put it that way. Because, okay, he's, like I said, he can't finish his poem, he gets mad, he's always having these temper tantrums, he'll insult folks, he'll insult his neighbors, he'll walk out and take a kid's banana and eat it. He owes alimony to his ex-wife, and if he's not going to pay that, he may get some jail time. While his poetry's not going the best, he's a carpet cleaner. And pretty much one thing after the other is just him going from one situation to the other, showcasing his rage. I guess the plot of the film is his wife, after Sean Connery gets this job that pays $200, the wife, his new wife, takes that $200 to get a psychiatrist. And I recognize this guy, the guy who plays the psychiatrist. I forget the guy's name. I'll think about it for a bit. But he was in Under Siege. He was one of the people, I believe, around the table, the colonels, the admirals who were talking to Steven Seagal. He was one of them. And he would pop up a few other times, at least in films that I recognize. And he plays Dr. West. Not Herbert West, that'd be a different movie. And it's one of those things where he sees, okay, this guy's a peculiar case, so let me check with him. But you never find out anything about Sean Connery. You never find any... There's no other areas. And the thing is, he just beat the hell out of women. I mean, his wife, yeah, she's tough. Yeah, she gives what she dishes out verbally. She's a waitress, but she yelling, screaming, tough. But at the same time, she's a battered wife. That's really what she is a battered wife. Drives you scared? No. She's not like Shelley Duvall's character and The Shining, but it's still a different version of a battered wife, and there's a bit at the spoiler at the end where she tells him she's pregnant, and she's like, "Well, come on, say something. Come on," and she does this, and he punches her, and then maybe that's like the first time. Oh, well, one of two times. Oh, well, I'm sorry, but he doesn't really go too far into that. And then carries her back to their place where everybody's yelling at them, and the last bit is him literally yelling at the crowd, and the wife holding him back, and like, man, you deserve better, lady. You deserve better, not this psycho. And he never even finishes his damn poem, so nothing really changes. His character doesn't change. He has no arc. And again, he doesn't even finish his poem, so the only thing that changes is this girl's pregnant, and oh my god, like a baby and a kid having to grow up with this guy with a violent temper tantrum? That kid's gonna grow up to be Jeffrey Dahmer. If that's the case. And he'll cheat on his wife and not think twice about it. He looks at women all the time, but he also, again, he cheats. Like there's a girl that while he's carpet cleaning, they're having some fun, and his carpet cleaning equipment goes crazy and haywire, so foam is everywhere. And the lady, so that she doesn't get fired, pretends that, oh, Sean Connery did something to me. Although he doesn't get arrested or anything, he just pretty much, he gets fired. And after that is when he's supposed to go to this, recite this poetry he did for $200, do it for like 20 minutes. And when the lady, his wife, mentions his idea, he's ready to punch her. He like does this, and she flinches, and I'm like, why am I supposed to give a rat's ass about Sean Connery's character? I like Sean Connery as an actor. I love Outland. That's my favorite of his. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, The Untouchables, The Rock. Yes, I liked a lot of the James Bond films he was in. Dr. No, Goldfinger's my favorite of the Connery era. I do like You Only Live Twice. Diamonds Are Forever is okay. I could watch it. So I do like a chunk of Sean Connery stuff, but then he's done some films I did not like. Meteor, not a fan. The one where he played the Green Knight, I forget what it was called, not a fan of that one. The Avengers, not the Marvel one, the one from the 90s, pretty bad. But this, he just played such a despicable character. And if there was anything else to his character, any moment where he regretted, any moment of anything other than just this one note throughout the entire flick, I think that would have helped, even for a comedy or a black comedy or however you want to describe this movie as. Yes, sometimes the dialogue he would say was kind of chuckle-worthy to me. And then sometimes be like, what the hell? But it shows how crazy he is, how mad he is. Watch your mouth, stars are fragile stuff. Stop passing the buck to babies. Send it to the poetry ladies. Let some metaphors creep above your knees. But like when he's talking to his wife, you decided. You decided to get the psychiatrist? You. The brain smaller than blah, blah, blah. I'm like, this guy's a jerk. This guy's a jerkwad. This guy's an ass. And he even cheats on the psychiatrist's wife. Like, he gets with the guy's wife. So he keeps cheating on his wife. Because Connery slept with someone near the beginning of the film. And when he's carpet cleaning, he was ready to sleep. He did sleep with the psychiatrist's wife. Because they're in this big old bathtub type of thing, and the doctor sees the two of them in there. So when it gets to a point in the film where some other doctor comes up with this idea of, well, I have this, it's not really lobotomy, but it's kinda, I've tested it on some other folks, and chimpanzees and a few people, and it usually works. If there's supposed to be some tension, I got flustered. I literally had to had to repeat it 2 or 3 times. I'm like, good, give him the lobotomy. Good, he deserves it. If it's supposed to be tension that, oh, is he going to get it? Is he going to be warned? Oh no, he got it. I'm like, good, he deserves a lobotomy and a kick in the ass and to be pushed in front of a bus. This character. There's no redeeming values. There's no redeemable qualities to the character. So why should I care? The operation doesn't work. There's no explanation other than it usually works, but it doesn't work. And again, there's no explanation as to why it doesn't work. And the psychiatrist's wife pays for the alimony because he thinks her and Sean will be together. And Connery goes, why you live with us? And she's like, what? Now I'm thinking, why don't she just cancel that check? Because she wrote the guy a check to pay the alimony. Just cancel the check. So I don't know if she's going to cancel that check or no. And again, that's when his wife says, hey, I'm pregnant. And she talks to him and gets him riled up where he punches a pregnant woman. He's upset for like 10 seconds. The only other time he's upset is when he's chasing her after she said she gave the $200 to the psychiatrist and she falls down the stairs, and he's upset for like 10 seconds. Those are like the only 2 times he shows any remorse. For combined, again, 30 seconds would be pushing it. And he didn't. He never changes his behavior. He doesn't learn anything. He doesn't even finish his damn poem. So nothing has really changed by the end of it. The way it started, the way it ended, other than maybe his alimony is paid, but maybe not. Because again, the girl should just cancel the check. Nothing else. I mean, other than the wife's pregnant, nothing else has changed. As a comedy, the way he kept like threatening women and cheating on his wife and ready to beat the hell out of her, and yeah, it's more manageable because she's tough as well, but still, if you have moments where she punched him and she did the same to him and she kicked him and gave as good as she took, then maybe that could work a bit better. But it just seemed like a pretty ugly movie, to be honest, and didn't really find that funny. And like I said, there's really nothing else to the plot that I could really talk about. Honestly. That's just me, though. But with that said, I'm not a fan of the film. If people are, that's fine. It's not the Connery film I would go check out, at least for me. I would never see again. I mean, I would probably even watch some of the other Connery films he requested in the past, like Company Business, or what was it, the other one with the Anderson tapes. I'd probably rather watch those than this. At least the Family Business one. But yeah, I wasn't big on those either. I don't know, maybe I've seen the best Connery films he did already. Maybe so, I don't know. I like the actor, but this is not one I loved. Put it that way. But that's just me. Thanks for watching, take care, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye for now.